Psst. Do you like weird animes? Do you just like watching it for the plot? High School DxD? You're gonna love today's video. Now, I'm gonna be talking about the strangest and weirdest animes I could find on this goddamn planet Earth. And I mean, it gets strange. So please, kick in, grab some food, don't grab the tissues, sit back and enjoy today's video. Have you ever watched an anime and wondered, why am I watching this? What did I just watch? Some animes do push the boundaries of storytelling, and they go a lot more than just pushing it sometimes. They kind of launch it into a different dimension. And I mean, this shit gets weird. First off, we're gonna start with the first one. It wasn't half bad. And it wasn't the weirdest anime I've watched, surprisingly. But it's, I think I'm gonna say it correctly, it is The hero fights an evil empire, and pretty much he uses his nose hairs as his ability. And he has like a bunch of characters that are like a sun kind of character. He kind of looks like that One Piece character. I don't know what his name is, but it follows along him, following the story and how he can beat all these villains up, and you know, how OP he is kind of. He's kind of like Deadpool. He does like the fourth wall breaks, and it kind of is funny as much as it is absolute fucking chaos. It is really funny. If you ever want something that doesn't make sense, please go check it out. I would highly recommend you checking it out. It is a funny watch. It was a funny waste of time. But yes, like I said, his superpower is to fight with his nose hairs. Yeah, Joe. Now, if you're a lover of the ass kind of category, you're gonna love Kaiju. Now, pretty much, it's like what I can remember of it, because there's a lot of assets getting thrown around left, right, and center. It's pretty much an anime where they only use their butts as like a competitive sport. Shit you not, this is a real anime that exists. Have to bump each other off using their asses. And they have like sick little martial art abilities that they only use their ass with to knock off the opposite person against them. It's pretty much just fan service if you're an ass guy. Such an interesting watch to be able to see something that got greenlit. I think it even has an English dub. I watched it in sub and it only had sub for me. But I'm pretty sure this has an English dub back on Funimation forever ago. But yes, I highly recommend if you ever want to watch something with a lot of ass. Two species reviewers. Yes, peak anime that got removed from Crunchyroll and pretty much any hentai thing that I can try and find. I watched that up and it pretty much is just these two blokes. I think one's an elf if I'm not wrong. They go reviewing sex workers of the fantasy kind. And pretty much that's what it just follows. There's not much more for it. It's kind of a bit plus. It's an interesting watch if you're ever interested in that kind of anime, but it kind of gives you the reminder of High School DxD and how peak it used to be. It kind of gives that kind of evolutional value, I guess. Prison school. Now, this is where 5 male students become prisoners at an all-girls academy, and it doesn't go the greatest amount of way. It's pretty much a 180 completely off of episode 1. They end up getting imprisoned by the student council, and they end up doing the most horrendous shit. I think one of them even pees in front of the boys. It is one of the weirdest fucking animes I think I've watched this year. Kaiju girl caramelize. I don't know if I said that right, but it's a girl that transforms into a giant kaiju. Godzilla. Whenever she gets embarrassed, falls, or gets pretty much angry. Just come out. I think it only has 2 episodes. I have watched it. It's so weird to see Godzilla fall in love with a high schooler. Imagine that this would come of someone's creativity, but it did. It's actually pretty good for some of the shit that I watched on this list of things. But if you ever want to watch an anime, it's a banger. This one is one of my personal favorites. Penny and Stockard. Now, they're both angels. They also have demon counterparts that pretty much do the exact same thing. I don't really understand the plot line between angels and the devil point, but it is really good. It's pretty much a fan service mixed in a fan service and then put into an hentai, and then get put into like a mainstream anime. Even got a new thing that doesn't have the same voice actors, I don't believe, for one of the angels. I can't remember her name, but I watched the old one like a week ago, and I gotta say, that shit was peak. I was seeing ass, panties, everything. Shit was diabolical. I can't believe some of the stuff that they got away with in this anime. But yes, it was one of the most strangest and bizarre animes I've watched in a very long time. Speaking about bizarre animes, I'm now gonna talk about the peakest. High School DxD. Now, I mentioned it in the beginning of this video, and you're probably wondering, why would you save it until 7 minutes and 26 minutes into this video? because it's one of the animes I watched back when I was a young lad, bright 14-year-old lad that just got Anime Lab subscription and thought, what is High School DxD? It sounds good. Oh my god, young Christian. It was peak. I got to see so many cheap panty shots, so many boobs, and I touch your boobies to level up type shit. It was everything that you would want in an anime and more. It had the whole, like, transforming aspect to dragons and fantasy to demons. It was one of the best animes I think I've watched ever. And I've watched some pretty bangers. And that goes along with Dragon Ball. High School DxD needs season 6 and I want it now. I will give a kick. Please. But yes, thank you for coming to this video and just listening with me rant about these weird animes I watched. Sorry that there wasn't other weird ones. I was gonna watch more, but after watching Prison School, I kind of got a little disheartened. It was funny. It was great. It got a little hard to watch sometimes and it kind of disheartened my whole wanting to watch weird, strange animes for the sake of this video. If you did like today's video and would like to see more content like this, just me talking to you guys about weird shit, please leave a like and comment below. And yeah, you guys have a lovely night. Thank you so much for listening to today's video.